Hello everyone, this is Lisa Andrus, and this is your weekly reading for July 20th through 26th, 2015. And this week, as you can see, I'm using the Indigo Angel Oracle cards by Doreen and Charles Virtue. I'm using them because I actually just used them for a reading for myself and just decided to continue with this. And I just was feeling like it was an indigo sort of day, which I would just describe as sometimes just wondering what your purpose is or wondering why you're here, or being frustrated. Indigos aren't always angry and frustrated, but I think that when we do have those moments where we feel frustrated or angry, it's not only to fuel us towards our life purpose, but it's also because we're very sensitive and we pick up the energy and the anger, frankly, of others. And so this week, we're using the Indigo Angel Oracle cards because whether you feel like you relate to the indigo energy or not, I still think we're all light workers and we're all here for a very important life purpose, and we're very sensitive, and in that, these cards apply to all of us. Okay, so let's see what our general reading for this week has in store. As usual, I have shuffled the cards in advance. I haven't looked at them yet, and let's see what the week has in store for us. This is your Monday, Tuesday card, and it says, time to create. What I'm automatically getting is that if you've been feeling like you don't know what to do next, or if you've been thinking somebody should make a bracelet that I like, write a book that I like, or have a class that I like, maybe it's time for you to create one yourself. When I was writing my book, Gifted, I didn't know what kind of book I was going to write. I just knew I was supposed to write a book. And what I thought about was when I was first opening up to be a medium, I really didn't find what I wanted in books. I think when you're first coming out of the spiritual closet, so to speak, you perhaps consult books because you can't really tell anyone. You don't know where to go, maybe, because you're just brand new to it. And so what I did was I created a book that I hoped would help people see the things or learn the things that I just hadn't gotten out of my own experiences. And then one other thing they want me to mention to you is part of my frustration today is that it's time for me to create. I want to start writing a new book. I'm going to start writing a new novel. And I forgot about this because I don't feel like I've written a book in a little bit because I've had some things going on like moving, is that sometimes I almost wriggle in literal frustration until I sit down to write. And I don't have to know exactly what I'm going to write, but I need to sit down and I need to make the effort. And I even took my time with this one because I've written a couple of other novels, and I've learned that, I don't have to rush, and I took my time and I kind of plotted out, or I made an outline of here's what's going to happen in the different parts of the book. And now it's actually time for me to sit down and create that book. And the most beautiful thing I've realized as I've been writing books is that you can sit there, and as long as you put some effort to it, whether you have time to write a paragraph or a few pages or whatever it might be, at the end of the period of writing the book, you have a book. You put it all together and you have a book. And so what I normally do is then I put it together, I'll print it out, I'll read through it, make any edits, and then send it to my editors, and voila, you have a book. And I have to say, if this is resonating with you, I did write an ebook on my self-publishing and writing journey. It's called The Dream, and it's available on Amazon. But for those of you that it's time to create, maybe it's time to create that spiritual class, or maybe that you're going to teach, by the by. Maybe it's time to create a plan for how you're going to start that spiritually based business. I just heard financial advisor, and I just went to see a financial advisor. I have a financial advisor. I had been promising myself I'd get one for years, and I finally did, because I had all of these goals that just seem insurmountable. You know, I want to buy a house and save money for that, and I would like to at some point adopt a child, but that's really expensive too. And so also, if you want to have a spiritually based business or you want to be self-employed, a financial advisor potentially could help you create a plan for that. You know, I've even said to my own financial advisor, I may want to go self-employed at some point here again too. And, you know, then we work together to say when X, and X happen, then I can do it. And so just remember that if that resonates with you, to give one a call. They are not going to charge you money for a consultation, right? But it's time to create, whether it's financial plan to help your dreams come true, or to just sit down, write a book, plan a spiritual class that you're going to teach, or whatever. It's time. And that might be why you're feeling so restless. Okay? Now, this is our card for the middle of the week. And it is self-reflection. I don't know about you, but I feel like there have been a lot of things coming up lately from the past that are just bubbling up. It's not that I want to dwell on the past, but I'll tell you for instance, those of you that have been listening to my weekly readings, and whether you have been or not, I just moved back into my ex-husband's condo, and I say back into it because I've lived in it before. It's funny, I joke now and say that I think we have a soul contract, that if he can't be here to watch his own property, I will be, because he was one of those people that kind of became a landlord unintentionally because of the housing market. But interestingly, we have been divorced now for quite a while, over 10 years. He's got a new family, a new wife, a new family, and, you know, I think that it's all been healed. But what I thought was really interesting is when I moved back in here, the first night that I slept here, I had lots of dreams about him, his family now. And it was funny because I told him about it later, and I said, I think I'm working out some stuff now that I'm back in your place. So when you have those dreams, or when you feel guided to get healings, yesterday I did a psychic expo that I usually do about once a month or once every couple months. And I had a healing. There's a fabulous reflexologist there from Cass who drives up 2 states to get to it. And she does reflexology, and she's just amazing because she kind of takes the Eastern education that she received and then combines it with the East and West, I guess, if you will. And I just have to say the healing that she gives is amazing. But my point being, sometimes through the healing that she's giving me comes some self-reflection. It's funny that we just connect when she's giving me a healing and we talk back and forth. And it's funny the things that come up that she'll just get when she hits a pressure point or something. And we'll talk about it, and it causes some self-reflection. So if you've been feeling guided to have a healing, or if you've just had some old stuff come up, like, you know, if you're angry at a past relationship that broke your heart, or angry at something from your past, it's a time of self-reflection, and it's a time also they're telling me to evaluate what you want in the future. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your plans. It's okay to say, what the heck am I doing here? Because we all do that sometimes. None of us really knows all of the answers. We just take guided steps. And I think the key is to try to be happy, or try to do things that at least, you know, we enjoy, or take our minds off of our problems. But it looks like a time of self-reflection. Okay, and let's see what the weekend has in store here. Divine timing. What they're saying to me is that all your dreams will come true with divine timing. Know that if it's not here, the self-employment, the house, the child, the lover, that it will all be in divine timing. Remember that miracles occur in just a moment, in a day. So you never know what's going to happen, but you have to understand that if that which you are seeking, a healing, whatever it might be, if it's not here yet, just remember and have faith that it will all happen in divine timing. What they're saying to me is, we know that life gets frustrating sometimes, and you just need to hang in there and remember, sometimes those moments of frustration or of uncertainty are a beautiful time to create or time to reinvent yourself. And you need to have some faith and realize that there's divine timing at work. I love each and every one of you. I want to thank you for tuning into me each and every week. If you like this video, please share it or subscribe to my channel. I'm Lisa Andrus, Psychic Medium, and I'll speak to you again next week.